Welcome guys, I am Parinita. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to receive regular notifications regarding the computer science topics and technical job updates.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel to polish your CSE concepts with me. So let's get started. In today's video we are going to see a very interesting topic, that is the main differences between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning and data science. Actually this is a topic in which many people are being confused, especially I would say the beginners, like the people who have just started to work with artificial intelligence or the people who are wishing to work with artificial intelligence in the future. They are often confused between these words. I have also seen the people who are using the words artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning and data science interchangeably. But that is not correct, right? These four are not same. So you cannot use them in place of each other. Actually they are related to each other, but we should know or understand properly that how they are interrelated. Fine. So in this video I am going to give you a very clear idea about what is the main differences between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning and data science, and these four are having their own significance. So in this video we are going to talk about that so that you will get a clear idea that what these four are all about. Fine. So let's get started. This is the Venn diagram, in which by seeing, or if you remember this Venn diagram, you will have a clear idea in your mind that how they are related. Fine. So as you can see in this diagram, artificial intelligence is the main domain, as you can see here, right? So artificial intelligence is the main domain that we are talking about or that we want to achieve. Artificial intelligence is something that we want to achieve. We want to achieve the artificial intelligent machines. Fine. Now machine learning, you can say that machine learning is the subset of artificial intelligence. Again, deep learning is the subset of machine learning, or you can say that deep learning is the subset of artificial intelligence also. And at the end, this data science, as you can see here, data science is actually a technique or it is a domain that uses all of these. Fine. So this is the overall idea that you need to keep in your mind, and now we will see them one by one. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? You can say that artificial intelligence is the broader concept of intelligence that is demonstrated by the machines. Fine. That means in easy words, we can say that artificial intelligence enables the machine to think. Fine. Whatever artificial intelligence or whatever the applications we are talking about, like self-driving car, we all are aware of it, right? So self-driving car, it is an application, we can say that it is the application of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is something that we want to achieve. This machine learning, deep learning, data science, these are the techniques that we will be using to achieve the artificial intelligence, right? That means the ultimate goal or the ultimate applications that you can see, like self-driving car, the ultimate applications, those applications can be known as the artificial intelligence applications. And in order to achieve those applications, those real-time applications, we will be using the techniques of machine learning, deep learning and data science. Fine. So artificial intelligence, you can say that it is the ultimate goal that we want to achieve, and so we are dealing with all these things. Fine. That is all about artificial intelligence. That is the broader concept of intelligence demonstrated by machines that we want to achieve. Fine. This is all about artificial intelligence. Now if we talk about machine learning is actually the statistical tool to explore, understand, analyze or work with the data. Fine. Like we know that machine learning is all about, what do the word machine learning see? This word is itself descriptive. Machine learning means in this we want the machines to learn. Fine. So obviously if we want the machines to learn, we are giving the machines some data. Now working with that data or exploring, understanding and analyzing the data is all about machine learning. In machine learning, we are kind of playing with the data and we are coming to the conclusion. You can understand it like that. Fine. So this machine learning is what we can say that machine learning is nothing but they deal with the algorithms that parse the data, learn from the data and then apply whatever they have learned from the tasks. Right, got it? It is very simple that they will get the data, they will parse those data, learn from the data, and whatever they have learned, they are going to apply it in the future, and then they will do the tasks like image recognition, fraud detection, etc. So you can say that these are the applications of this machine learning. Fine, this is how we are making the machines to learn. Fine. Now there are different learning strategies that we are using. The learning strategies are broadly classified into three. What are they? We can say that they are, let me write them here. In the machine learning, we are having main three learning strategies, that is supervised. Fine, we are having supervised, unsupervised, and reinforced. Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforced learning. These three are very important topics. These three are the topics of what? These are the learning strategies that we are using in the machine learning. Fine. Now, you must be aware about these three words. Even if not, it's fine. We are talking about it here. First of all, let's understand what are the main differences between supervised and unsupervised learning. Actually, this is a very important topic. So, let me give you points here, because the differences between supervised and unsupervised learning is something that is very important topic. It is often being asked and discussed. So, you must be knowing about it. So, if we shortly discussed the differences between supervised and unsupervised learning, we can say that, see, by the name you can have the guesses that in supervised learning we are having the data, supervised data or the labeled data, means everything will be supervised, and in unsupervised we will be having unlabeled data. So the first point that you can say is, in supervised learning we will be having labeled data, whereas in unsupervised learning we will be having unlabeled data. Fine. What are the other differences? In supervised, it uses training data set. It uses training data set. Let me tell you how it uses training data set. It uses training data set, means one data set will be given, and like there will be specific things that will be given to you. Like, let me tell you with the help of example of weather forecasting, or not weather forecasting, weather prediction. So in case of weather prediction, we can say that it is supervised learning kind of thing, because if I give you a rough example that how we can say that it uses training data, that earlier we have already trained the data and we came with the conclusion that whenever the temperature, we are saying that whenever the temperature is greater than x degrees, whenever the temperature is greater than x degrees, we can say that it is a hot weather. Like the machine will say you that it is a hot weather, and whenever the temperature is less than x degrees, it will tell you that it is a cold weather. Getting? So this is something that we can say that training data set, that we will be giving the machine already this data, like this condition we will be giving, so that it is supervised, means already we will give it a direction. So the machine will know the direction that okay, whenever the temperature is greater than x degree, I have to give this result, and whenever it is less than x degree, I have to give this result. Simple as that. So we can say that in supervised learning, it is simply using the training data set, but which is not true in case of unsupervised learning. What happens in case of unsupervised learning? It simply uses just the input data. Like it will be getting just the input data. Like in case of this, it will be simply having the temperature. It will be simply having the temperature based on the incoming temperatures, or based on the input data, it will go on, like you can say that it will go on analyzing itself. Fine. Like this, we will not be giving exact labels or exact conditions to it. So this is the main differences between supervised and unsupervised learning. So as I told, it will analyze itself. So it is used for analysis. On the other hand, we can say that supervised learning is used for prediction. This is again an important point, that it is used for prediction, whereas unsupervised is used for analysis. It will analyze itself. Fine. Then we are having, then one more important point, that you can show the difference with the help of graph, because as we know, pictorial view is always better. So we can signify it something like that. See, I'm telling you in detail because this is one important, very important question, that is, what is the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning? This is frequently asked question. So if I want to denote the difference in a pictorial view, how we can do it? In supervised learning, what happens, that we already see, as I told, we will be already having these conditions, right? Now what happens, I am having this condition, so whenever I am getting any new temperature, I can easily tell that either it is hot or cold, because I will be getting the temperature X, right? So the only thing I need to do is I need to compare it with these two conditions, and if it is true, I can say that it is hot. If this condition is true, I can say that it is cold. So easily I can differentiate between them. So in this case, what happens, for example, let me tell you this is hot and let me tell you this is cold. So in case of supervised learning, I can easily categorize the things. I will be having the same data, but if it is hot, I can easily get it is hot or cold, and I can make two different classes having two different symbols, because I can easily tell that because I am having the labeled data. Fine. So this is how we can signify the supervised learning. But in case of unsupervised learning, what happens, that I am not having any trained data or any labeled data. So for unsupervised learning, all the data will be similar. So what we can do is, in this we are doing something known as clustering. What do we mean by clustering? That based on the similarity of the data, we are going to group the data together. For example, for this, all the data will be similar. There are no labels, right? So we will just find out the similarity. For example, these 4 datas or 5 datas look similar, and these 4 datas look similar. So we will simply group them together. We don't know, there are no labels, but simply we will judge them, and whatever data are having similar characteristics, we will be grouping them like this. So we can say that this is cluster 1 and this is cluster 2. So in unsupervised learning, we will make clusters like this, and what we will do, we will then solve this clustering kind of problem with the help of different clustering algorithms, like k-means clustering. We are having different algorithms, right? Like to name few, we are having k-means clustering, hierarchical clustering, db-scan clustering, right? So in unsupervised learning, it is simply making the clusters based on the similarity of the data, and then with the help of clustering algorithms, it will solve them. And supervised learning, as I have already told. So these are the main differences between supervised and unsupervised learning. With the help of them, I hope you have got a clear idea what supervised means and what unsupervised mean. Fine, because these two things are really very important to understand. Fine, I hope you have got them. And now coming to our third, we have talked about supervised and unsupervised. Then coming to our third point, that is reinforced learning. Reinforced learning is actually, as I told, this reinforced learning is also known as semi-supervised learning. So as the name itself indicates, semi-supervised learning means what? Simply defining this reinforced learning, as the name itself indicates, semi-supervised means you can take it like it will take some characteristics from supervised and some characteristics from unsupervised. Kind of, it will be the mixture of two. So we can say that in reinforced learning, some part of the data will be labeled and some part of the data will not be labeled. So the learning model, how the learning model will learn? So the model learns slowly by seeing the past data and keeps learning along with the new data or new environment. Fine. So this is how we can define the reinforced learning, because it will be the mixture of supervised learning and unsupervised learning. You just need to remember these. Fine. So this is all about machine learning that we have discussed. Okay, after machine learning, what we are having deep learning. Now let's understand what deep learning is. Deep learning is this, as you can see, deep learning is the subcategory or subset of machine learning that is suitable for self-training algorithms and feature extraction. So deep learning, the idea behind this deep learning is what? That the idea behind this deep learning is that we want the machines learn in the same way that the human brain learns the thing. Now, how the human brain learns the thing? For example, I am doing something in one way. I am doing any task. I'm talking about us humans, how we are learning. For example, we are doing some task in some way. If that way is successful, or if my results are successful, I will know that okay, this way is correct. From the next time, I will do it in the same way. Fine. But if I am doing some task in some way and I am getting failure or I am getting roadblock, so what I will understand that okay, the path that I have taken was not correct. So from the next time I will not take the path and I will do something new. I will experiment something new. That means I am being human. What I am doing is I am learning from my mistake. So we want the machines to think similarly, to think like a human brain thinks and do the actions accordingly. So this is what we want to achieve in this deep learning. Fine. So now how we will do that? So in deep learning it is done by an architecture known as multi-neural network architecture. In deep learning, the main thing that you need to remember is in deep learning we are dealing with multi-neural network architecture. Now again in multi-neural network architecture, we are having various techniques like ANN. The various techniques of this, the well-known techniques we can say are ANN, CNN and RNN. It stands for artificial neural network, convolution neural network and recurring neural network. Now we are not going into detail of these three because it is a different topic altogether, but you must be knowing the names. So in deep learning we will be using this multi-neural network architecture using these three techniques. Now what happens in multi-neural network architecture, if I tell you just overview. So this multi-neural network architecture, it refers to many layers in the network that allows more complex processing, because as the name itself indicates, multi-neural. That means what? We will be having multiple or many layers in the network that helps us to allow complex processing. And complex processing like what? Like self-training algorithms or feature extraction. Like it will extract the feature, it will learn from it and it will adapt the things simultaneously. So we want to achieve self-training algorithms like human brain thinks, and so we will be using these things and it will be implemented in deep learning. Fine. So deep learning is all about that. Now at the end we are left with data science. So what is data science? You must have heard from the people that they are working on the data science domain, or many people are telling that they are data scientists. So what do they mean? It is not something new, but you can say that data science is a technique which try to apply all these particular techniques of machine learning, deep learning and mathematics. It is very important because you must have heard earlier also that for artificial intelligence we need to deal with a lot of mathematics. Fine. So in data science also, in data science means in this technique we try to apply all the techniques of machine learning, deep learning, and we are applying lots of mathematics like statistics, algebra, probability, calculus, etc. to achieve AI application. Fine, this is all about data science domain. So if anyone is saying that they are data scientists, that means what? Data scientist is nothing but data scientist is a person who will be dealing with all these techniques, like as I have told, all the techniques of mathematics, techniques of machine learning, techniques of deep learning, and ultimately the goal is to create artificial intelligence applications. Fine. I hope I have cleared all these terms very clearly. I hope you have got the things clearly in your mind. In case you still have any doubt or confusion, you can always ask in the comment section. Thank you so much.